okay, I've been so excited to talk to you because before I even started this game, you were one of the few people that I saw around me that was actually doing the sport, right? Because this whole world was new to me. So it's one thing seeing fighters online. It's another thing to know, like, a fighter is, like, in my state or in my town down the street. Like, this is someone I could actually talk to and ask about their experience. So I wanted to bring you on to talk to you about your journey as a fighter, a martial artist, and just a human being, man. So bring us back from the beginning. Go ahead.
I mean, so my story is simple, funny, and kind of hilarious. So I grew up on a very anime background, growing up, comic heavy. I was always that kid, quiet kid, reading comics and playing videos and games and stuff like that. So I started martial arts when I was 3. My mom actually put me in karate because I used to be in my playpen, fighting my stuffed animals and watching Bruce Lee and shit like that. So she was like, I got to figure out something to do with this boy. So she and I had a family friend. His name was Pop. Real cool. He actually was in karate. So my mom was like, you know what? Let's try karate out. At the time, I was actually going somewhere else, but it was one of those like karate school that was just taking your money, buying all the stuff.
Yeah, was this during the rise of like all the schools, right?
All the schools want to be the best karate school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so my family friend Pop, he actually went to one of my first senseis. I love this man. I have to go see him. He actually is in Fairfield, Connecticut. Nazuka. He actually owns Nazuka Dojo. Probably one of the best at that time, best karate instructors, senseis you could probably find in his era. So I ended up going there and blew up from there, man. Started doing karate. I started when I was 3 again. Like I said, probably got my first black belt around like 9. And then but like at the age of 5, I was already competing, doing like kata tournaments. I was doing because the style of karate I did was Kyokushin karate.
Okay.
And
give a little background about Kyokushin karate, because there are many different types and 100%. Styles of karate, which I've been learning. So yeah, for people who don't know.
So there's a lot of different styles of karate, but the only style of karate that I'm going to talk about today is the one that I did. And growing up, it was very interesting to tell people, the chosen few people, because I never really was one to tell people that I was into martial arts.
Why?
It just was one of those things where it's like, oh, like you would think like, oh, like you tell somebody like, oh, I do martial arts, I do karate, or I do like boxing or something like that. And it's not like, oh, that's cool. It's more like, oh, you think you could fuck with me? Let's fight. I'm like, whoa. That's not why I was sharing that. But okay, cool. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it to myself. And like, even like my parents or like, I'm saying adults around me, they were like, yo, you should keep that to yourself. Because again, it was a wild era that me growing up. Mm-hmm. Again, like it was gang eras and like just who's the biggest dog in the room. You know what I mean? Like it was a time to be alive.
At the time, are you living in Fairfield or?
No, so I was in Bridgeport. I was always in Bridgeport. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I started there. I got my competing. Also, getting back to the Kyokushin karate. So Kyokushin karate was, I would say, is probably one of the most how can I put this? Most aggressive forms of karate, because it was kind of like just no nonsense. It was very direct, very hands-on. It wasn't like point nature fighting like most karates are like is. Mm-hmm. So pretty much essentially, so like best example I can put up with. So in my tournaments, again, it's not like the Karate Kid where we're just point fighting. They reset. You get your spot, I get my spot, and we get to going again until somebody makes a hit. It was pretty much you have 3 minutes with this individual in this ring, square, whatever you want to call it. And the only way this fight stops is if the time runs out, you can't continue, your opponent can't continue, or somebody gets knocked out. That's literally Kyokushin karate.
So that was like the real underground,
it's
full on.
You're fighting.
Okay.
You're fighting. Like you're
bare knuckle as well, right?
So
Or
yeah. So
what?
we had semi knockdown and then we had knockdown fights. So semi knockdown you have and you fight. So I'm not sure if you've seen them before, but pretty much in karate, the karate that we did, of course you had like your thick shin pads and stuff like that. But this is like the 90s going on the early 2000s. So there wasn't like the technology that we had like have now. It wasn't like super, you know what I'm saying, like great back then. So like shin pads we had were like the little knit shin pads, like little like sleeves.
Yeah.
Except they weren't really.
It was nothing, huh?
It wasn't anything. You know what I mean? Like honestly, it protected yourself from scrapes and bruises and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but we had those, and then like same with the gloves. It was like the same sleeve gloves, but they were like little little sleeves that you put on your hands. And again, all they did was protect you getting cut, your hand getting cut. It wasn't protecting the guy you're about to hit.
Yeah.
So essentially, when you're a kid growing up, going into this, probably you had to wear the chest protector as well. But after a certain age, you didn't have to wear the chest protector anymore. So again, you have your knit shin pads, your knit gloves, your chest piece, depending on how old you are, and a mouthpiece, and a headgear. But again, it was one of those like karate headgears with the open face, so it really wasn't.
Headshots allowed, or
so you couldn't punch to the head, but everything else was allowed.
Okay.
The only thing you couldn't, virtually the only thing you couldn't do in these fights, these tournaments, were punching in the face and punching in the balls.
Okay.
That's
everything else was fair game.
Right. Now imagine you get in front of somebody and like literally those are the rules.
Yeah.
I'm reading like, and again, I'm a kid. So I'm like reading like the waivers and stuff like that, and the end of the paragraph, they're like, yeah, we aren't responsible for permanent injury to whatever and death. And I'm like, yo,
the contracts are pretty wild.
I'm like, Mom, you sure about this? She's like, yeah, you got this. I'm like, all right, Mom, that's cool, let's do it. Like, I remember reading that shit first, and like she read it to me first, and then she was like, you read this too. And I read it, I was like, I don't give a fuck about anything else but death.
The death.
I said, death?
Yeah.
We can die here? And she looked at me and I looked at her. I said, I'm going to go talk to Sensei about this because this is a little scary. He looked at me in my eyes. He said, you train hard, right? I said, yes. He said, you'll be fine. I said, what the fuck? He was like, Cobra Kai. Yes, Sensei.
And what age is this?
So shit, when I first started, again, I started my tournaments and stuff like that when I was 5. Because I used to go to tournaments all the time. Like my dojo that I used to train at, everybody was super active. Whether you was doing like the full contact, you were doing semi-contact, or even if you were doing weapons or katas and stuff like that, everybody was super active in my dojo. So it was like I always got to watch, be in it, and then like once I got that confidence, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to go in there. Because I used to spar all the time, which is the crazy part. I used to spar all the time, and me growing up, I was always the bigger person in my age group. You know what I mean? So I was already sparring with the adults and stuff. But even like going to the tournaments and stuff, like my age bracket, again, I was bigger than everybody in my age bracket, so they were pushing me up. So I was always with the teens or anything like that. Like no BS, probably. Things didn't start getting easier until I got to my black belt test. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I was always stepped up to an older bracket because of my size. And then I say easier, but it wasn't really easier either. Because once I got my black belt, it was like open class. It was like going to boxing. You get all these fights and you get open class. Now you got to fight whoever, whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so it pretty much was like that. But it was like, all right, I was already doing it before, so it really doesn't matter who I'm fighting or whatever the case may be. And the cool thing I love about the tournaments, so like it was exactly what it was. It was a tournament. So it wasn't like I'm training to go to this tournament and I'm just fighting one person. I could be fighting like 6 people all in one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was legit. Like that's one thing I'll give you. It's definitely like Karate Kid. Like you go there, you got the other dojos in each corner, and everybody sizing you up, like you sizing them up. It was the coolest shit ever.
It was probably a different feeling without having social media back in the days because you only saw each other in person. So whatever it is that you have pent up or thought about the others, like I see you, I see you, like
exactly.
Man,
it was pretty. No, it's pretty.
Getting goosebumps.
It was pretty bugged out. Like, and this is like before we start talking about like the kickboxing, Muay Thai and stuff like that. But the karate was very different.
Okay.
And again, like the only reference we had like going forward was like Karate Kid outside of like the experience factor. Once you got the experience, it's like, all right, we know what we're walking into. You know what I mean? Like, and it's the same thing like with like the training we do nowadays with our disciplines now. It's like as long as the hard work is done, you get in there. It's not really can't nobody shake you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you shake them when you get there. Ain't nobody gonna shake you. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So it was always cool, but it definitely was very interesting not being able to get no film, no knowledge on nobody. Everybody's super random.
Just get it out.
Oh, you won't fight today? You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting him today. Okay, cool. Let's get it. You know what I mean? It was always cool.
So how long did you compete in karate for before you made any sort of transition to whatever? And, wait, in the meantime, let me ask: were you doing any other sports then, or was it strictly just martial arts?
So it was honestly, it was hard to do anything. Like so we'll bounce back and forth, but yeah, no bullshit. Like by the time I got to high school, I was gonna play varsity football. I was like talking to the coach. Freshman year, I was gonna play varsity football. Freshman year, I was real nice. I was wide receiver. I was playing like wide receiver at gym class. 'Cause I used to go to Central. Long story short, playing, the coach like had asked me, like he was like, "Yo, like you play?" He was like, "What are you? What grade are you in? Like what are you?" I'm like, "I'm a freshman." He was like, "You're a freshman?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, I play a little football because I used to play with my friends on the block all the time. We used to play rough, like, you know what I mean? Like
kill the carrier."
Literally, like so we used to play all the time. We used to run plays, all that shit. So like by the time I got to high school again, I used to play for fun. I never thought about the idea of playing on a team. It always excited me, but I was like, you know, I like football, but I didn't really like it to play on the team. You know what I mean? But he was like, "I would love for you to play." So I literally had like the form you fill out and all that. I see him all the time. Literally, as I got the form, I was gonna talk to my mom. My second sister called me. She's like, "Hey, I got a fight for you." How the fuck I'm gonna play football
and fight
at the same time? She was like, and I told her about it because I was real. My second sister was a female, was a woman. So I asked her because me and her were real tight. We were real close. I'm like, "Yo, like, would it be possible to be able to play football and fight?" And she was like, "You answer that question."
No.
She's like, "I want you to whenever you get home tonight, I want you to really figure answer that question for yourself. If you think it's possible, cool, we can figure it out. But if you know what I'm saying, I really want you to think about that." Obviously, the answer was no. You know what I mean? Like, and the moment I said yes for that fight, I figured out that the answer was no because there was no way I was gonna be able to train for this fight and play football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it was from that moment I was like, you know what, like, maybe I could come back to football. And then I got to that fight. I won that fight. I trained hard as hell for that fight. I won that fight, and it was from that moment I was like,
"What rule set is this?"
Huh?
What rule set is this?
This was again, we jumped back and forth. This was my first Muay Thai fight.
Okay.
So I was like, oh.
And this is freshman year of high school.
Freshman year of high school.
So you are 15, 14?
14. No, 15. Because I started. My birthday was in July.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you're a Cancer.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a weird guess. July 23rd.
21st. Close.
Oh,
Close.
I'm July 15th.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those crux. What do you call it? Crux baby. So I'm like a Cancer Leo.
Whatever. I don't follow.
I don't know none of that shit. So, you know, some people are experts on that shit. So they'll go, "Oh, you're a Cancer Leo." I'm like, "Oh,
I don't got time
okay,
for
whatever that means."
Sure.
Cool. Right, thank you. But
yeah, train hard as hell.
Yeah,
won that fight. What was that feeling like? Because again, that was like your decision to, damn, I could do something else, or I could go full in. And it sounded like you decided to go full in. So what was that realization like after getting that win?
So my realization after that was pretty much like, damn, like this is cool. But also like, there was also like growing up, I didn't have a lot of people supporting me that you would think. You know what I mean? Like, and again, like, we're going to be bouncing back and forth between their topics and stuff like that. But, like, one thing I can definitely say, like, going forward, especially being in this atmosphere and this career path, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always cool with the idea of, like, people supporting you and stuff like that. But you're not going to get a lot in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you'll know.
Hey, that's an interesting thing. I'll keep that. Keep that. We'll come back to that. It's funny enough you said that.
You'll know and you'll feel exactly where I'm coming from, because the people that will support you in the beginning aren't the people that you're expecting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the people that don't support you or the least expect, you're like, what? You're
right.
the
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Have the floor.
Right. So
yeah.
you feel what I'm putting down.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? So like,
why is that? Wait, you know what? Let me ask, what is that?
You know what it is? I feel like I got the crux of it. So pretty much I feel like it's one of those things where it's like so different. Because again, like outside of martial arts and combat sports being a new sensation nowadays, because again, when I was doing it growing up, it wasn't a thing.
Look,
it wasn't
frowned
like
upon.
Right.
Yeah, honestly.
Right. It wasn't too
human
big of a deal.
cockfighting, they called
right,
it.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like underground shit. You know what I'm saying? You tell somebody you about to fight, and it's like, oh, that's cool. So what do we do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, all right, cool. I'll go fuck myself. You know, it's cool. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like super like cool. You know what I'm saying? So like the idea of somebody doing something so different doesn't excite them as much as you would think it does. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I go tell people, you know, again, I the idea of me telling somebody I fight for a living or I'm a professional fighter doesn't do anything for me like it would if I was a couple years back. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I'm professional now. Like this is cool as shit. You know what I mean? Like now it's like I'm a school teacher. Like I don't tell people I'm a professional fighter. Like somebody else has to tell you, or like you have to really ask. Like, oh, so like outside of school, like outside of teaching, what do you do? Oh yeah, I'm a professional fighter. Again, now it's cool. But yeah, getting back to the topic, it's like I feel like
when you first started, you weren't getting that.
Yeah, I just feel like with fighting, it's just so new and so different that I feel like people don't support it at first. You know what I'm saying? Until they see you get somewhere. Like no BS. And again, I know we're on the podcast, we got the cameras on and stuff like that. And I know like I appreciate my family members and people that do come to my fights now. You know what I mean? But it took time for some of my family members to even come to my fights because I feel like they had to see that this was a serious thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is not like a hobby. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm not like throwing my life on the line or my body on the line for a hobby anymore. It's just like it's my job. You know what I mean? Like of course it's not like getting me mansions and shit like that right now because it's obviously like a stepping stone to that. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like going forward to get that support, people have to see what they're supporting. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where I think about it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's thought process is different. Everybody's support, I guess, is different. You know what I mean? Like, but that's pretty much what I've seen and what the experience I've had with it.
That's very interesting that you said that because I've felt that exact thing when it's like my last match got announced, right? And I was showing, it happens to be like during like a family party. And then I was showing like, yo, like this is my next opponent. And then like someone very close to me, the first thing they said was like, you're gonna lose. I'm like, yo, what type of courage? It's like, it's so crazy because sitting next to me was a friend of a friend who was just happened to be there. And they were like, you're gonna win this fight. And I was like, how is it that the person closest to me, their first reaction was to doubt me versus support me, and a stranger who knows nothing about me was keen to show that support? So it was like you nailed it on the head. And I was wondering if that was something a lot of fighters experience, and it seems to be that way. And from my understanding, what I like, again, you explained it pretty beautifully. It's the fact that it's such a taboo thing to do. And this sport is so hard, man. And that's the reason, again, why I even started fighting was to understand the psychology behind it, what you guys go through. And it feels weird because I'm going through my own experience and I'm starting to learn. But to me, it feels like a third person point of view, as in I'm watching the experience versus actually going through it. So, yeah, man, I'm seeing the game, I'm understanding the game, and it's exactly what I imagined, that the psychological part that you guys go through being your sport is such a taboo thing to the human nature because you're designed to keep yourself safe. We're literally putting ourselves in the face of danger. 100%. And yeah, the average person can't. It's hard to wrap that around their head.
Yeah,
and
I mean to cut you off.
Yeah,
I want to change it too. It's funny you say that because again, like the mental aspect, the mental battle that goes into this is like I feel like it's not spoken about. You know what I mean? Like
not at all, man.
Not at all. And I feel like no BS. Like my last couple fights, I think I said it in one of my interviews too. Like no BS. Half the time, I'm not even training to fight the person that I'm fighting. I'm training to fight life. Like life has been. I kid you not. It's funny because people are gonna see this podcast and they're gonna be like, "Yo, that's funny. He said that." No BS. The moment I sign a contract, that's when shit starts to hit the fan in my life. I kid you not. Everything could be sunshines and rainbows. As soon as I sign a contract, I get a flat tire. Fucking car breaks down. I get 5 extra bills I gotta pay. You know what I mean? It's just nonsense. And I tell people all the time, like, yo, I kid you not. I'm not even training to fight this guy. I'm training to literally, like, I'm training for life. You know what I mean? Man. Like, and then like, I don't bring my bullshit in the ring with me, but I bring all of that aggression that I've built up. Because I can't fight my bills. I can't fight my car. I need my car. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm taking all of that shit in the ring with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like people don't understand that shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that we go through, like training every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like making sure, because again, like I'm a pro. Again, this is not paying the bills yet. So I have to make sure like everything is situated that way I can train. You know what I mean? Like
that's the hardest part about this game 100%. Because you have to build everything around it so you can give the most of your time to train like as smart and as much as possible. 100%. But at the same time, like you need to make a living because the bills ain't gonna pay themselves. And like even me right now, I'm struggling because I'm trying to figure out how can I train as much as possible, but I still need to figure out a way to make a living.
So one thing I can tell you right now, with my experience that I've had, I've always, and again, like from maybe 2017 to 2020, I took some time off from combat sports. And not necessarily because I wanted to, just because just life.
Life be lifing, bro.
Life be lifing and stuff like that. But I will attest and I will say, going forward, I wish I can go back. I mean, not really wish I can go, because everything is lessons at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret anything that's ever happened. You know, again, everything is a lesson at the end of the day, as long as you learn from it. But one thing I always tell people in this day and age right now is the experience that I've going forward. I can tell anybody that if you plan on doing this as a full-time job, you plan on going somewhere, you plan on touching gold, you know what I'm saying? Like in one of these big promotions and stuff like that, you have to put this first.
Yeah.
You have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
No, there isn't. Like, you can't work around this. This has to work around everything else. And yeah, we have bills and responsibilities and stuff like that. But again, if you plan on this paying the bills eventually, or you plan on going somewhere far with this has to be first. So this is first. You find a job that goes around this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And again, like this is coming from somebody. I do it. And again, like I'm a pro. So again, this is still a check for me, because I wish I could fight for free. I'll fight for free if I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I would,
you did it multiple times before.
Right, 100%. Like if I could do this shit for free, I would, but I can't. So I have to definitely make sure, like, you know what I'm saying, this is definitely paying some of my bills too, and I can have, you know, fun financially and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, I make sure. And again, like, I'm a grown-ass man with grown-ass men, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, problems or whatever, bills and stuff like that. But again, I make sure fighting is first, job is, you know what I'm saying, obviously in that same bracket, because, again, I'm an adult, but everything else goes around it. You know what I mean? Like, I tell, and again, all the fighters that are watching this, or, you know what I'm saying, even for you, make sure this is the baby.
Yeah.
Everything else is gonna go around. He said, even my job too. My job, I'm a school teacher. They know what's up. Like, I love my school too, man. I love y'all. You know, but they know. Oh, Aaron's fighting this week, so Aaron's not gonna be here. Or Aaron, you know what I'm saying? Or
how is that? Cause there's so little.
I love my. So my bad. I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead, please.
So I work with kindergarten, so they don't know too much. They know a little bit, but the fine fact I don't be, hey, Aaron, Mr. Aaron, be knocking motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but But like all the old like the older age groups and stuff like that in my school, you know what I'm saying? They all know like, Mr. Aaron be BTA. Like,
They know what that means.
BTA mean? Oh, belt the ass, Mr. Aaron, belt the ass. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I'm learning shit from little folks. Like this shit funny as shit, man. So yeah, like it's cool, but it feels like like I said in one of my interviews on my Instagram. Like, you know, like I got my village back in my school. I mean, my gym. Same thing in my job, my school. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a little village back there. Everybody supports it. It's cool as shit, man. It feels good. But again, like, they all know. You know what I'm saying? My fighting is first. This is second. You know what I mean? Like, and they know I love. They know I love my job. Yeah. And again, that's my second thing. You know what I mean?
All right, let's had your first fight at what we said 15. And so take us through the journey on how you became the apex predator, because I know that didn't start there, right? I know. Go ahead.
I love this story.
Let's go.
My second sensei. So I had once I got my first black belt, my second sensei actually trained with my first sensei, and she was the equivalent of I'm pretty sure everybody here has seen Cobra Kai. Mm-hmm. She was like Sensei Kreese. You know what I'm saying? And again, if she ever watches this, she's gonna laugh. I don't know. I hope she doesn't. I hope she's not upset. But I think I always said this joke. But she was like Sensei Kreese. It was like Cobra Kai or die type shit. It was cool. It was the coolest shit ever. She was super hardcore. I love that woman. But so when I started training with her, we had Muay Thai, we had Jiu-Jitsu. You know, all that shit. So we had like a full, like the gym we had was fucking sick, bro. Mm-hmm. We had a cage, all that. It was fucking nasty. It was going from a karate school to then going to another school with all of this shit. I was like a kid in a candy store. Yeah. So I ended up started to train Muay Thai at the time, and I started my coach and my teacher was Josh. His name was Josh. We actually trained in like Black Rock Fairfield, but I remember getting that fight because I had a problem. Because again, with karate, you couldn't punch to the face. With karate,
you could back it up just a little bit. Yeah.
So with karate, I couldn't punch to the face. Mm-hmm. So we were getting used to the idea of like punching the face during sparring and everything else. You know what I mean? Like, so we got to a point where it's like, you know what? Let's just put Aaron in the fight. He's done like, I think at that time I already had like 150 tournament karate wins.
Jesus Christ.
So, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, it was like, yo, the worst thing that happened is he loses by points, but he's not gonna lose because the guy is gonna be tougher than him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, all right, you know what? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So I was like, Aaron, do you want to fight? I'm like, absolutely. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? Long story short, I won this fight. We started talking about like nicknames. You know what I mean? So at the time, Chronicles was coming out.
What is it?
Chronicles. You ever Chronicles with Michael B. Jordan?
I think I've seen the trailer for it.
With the power, like they have like the telekinesis powers and shit they got from like the spacecraft.
Yes. Okay.
So now I want you to go to watch it. Now I want you to go watch this movie.
Okay.
It's fucking great. It's an amazing movie. It's an older movie, but it's an amazing movie. Mm-hmm. So there's a scene in this movie where this kid is in the junkyard, and he's like sitting crisscross applesauce, and again he has telekinesis powers. He's the nutcase in the group. So he's sitting in this junkyard, and he's the one honing his powers. Everybody else is like bullshitting pretty much, but he's honing his powers, not for the right of the good reasons, but yeah. So he's honing his powers. He gives this long spew about the apex predator and what it means, and my fucking head was going, like my brain was like, whoa.
Yo, can we pull that up?
Yeah, pull that shit up.
Find it?
Pull that shit up. Yeah. It's gonna make you want to fight somebody. Pull that shit up. So while he's pulling that up, literally like he's saying this shit, and I'm like, yo, this is the most.
The Chronicles is the movie.
So just search up like Chronicles and then like search up like Apex Predator. It'll literally pop up. The scene should pop up. It's the coolest shit ever. I gotta turn around. Watch it. It's so fucking cool. Look, yeah, they're right there. Like, yo, it's so fucking cool. Look at this fucking guy. Oh, this scene too. So this scene right here, this is where he's like starts flying off he starts flying off the handles. Is this the scene? Oh, this is the bully. Watch this. Hold on. I think this is the scene.
So this is his point of view, right?
So he essentially walks around with the camera. He like videotapes everything.
Okay.
Look.
Oh,
one of the bullies.
Crap.
So this is where he starts to like lose it like mentally. Look, he's in the fucking bathroom counting the fucking teeth he ripped out of this guy's mouth. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? So like right now he has all these powers and stuff like that. So now he's like seeing himself higher than people. I don't see my
yeah.
This movie is fucking hilarious. It's one of the movies that's funny, but not supposed to. Oh, here it is.
Just like evolution and natural selection, and how there's this thing, right? It is called the apex predator, right? And basically what this is the strongest animal in the ecosystem, right? And as human beings, we're considered the apex predator, but only because like smaller animals can't feed on us because of weapons and stuff, right? The lion does not feel guilty when it kills a gazelle, right? You do not feel guilty when you squash a fly.
Nope.
And I think that means something.
It sure fucking does.
No, that's
it sure fucking does. And he's having this hardcore dialogue, and he just fucking does this. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? He's crushing the fucking car. I said, bro, I'm going to the gym and fucking somebody up.
No, that's tough.
And right after I do
that's tough.
I'm gonna look at my sensei. I'm gonna look at my coach and be like, listen, my name is the fucking apex predator. And she looked at me dead in my eyes. She said, you gotta knock him out. So okay, head kick.
Bow.
Second round. Was it the first round? I don't remember, but it was fucking crazy. And she was like, yeah, okay, apex predator. Almost fucking cried.
Oh man,
Almost cried.
that gives me goosebumps right there watching that.
The coolest fucking
That's
shit
tough,
ever.
dude.
Okay,
So, I had to submit my paperwork for my next upcoming fight, and they were asking me about like fighter nicknames, and I don't know. I haven't gotten there
Take
yet.
your time,
it's like
brother. Take your time.
I have an idea of what what it could be, but at the same time, it would be awesome if something comes to me naturally.
It has to.
And I feel like either it comes naturally or I gotta earn it from the fans.
So both points very valid.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want it to mean something, but you definitely want to earn it.
Yeah,
and it's gonna see obviously my story is a little different because like I found it. I was able to watch the movie and find it. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody has the same scenario. You know what I mean? Like. Now, again, even with those two aspects, bro, it has to mean something, but you have to earn it. And everybody's scenario is different. You may go to a fight and do something in your fight, and somebody goes, yo, this is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's your form of earning it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and you'll know. You'll know.
And there's a couple that's been shouted at me, but I'm just like, no.
See, but that's a response you don't want. You'll know it because when somebody says something, you said something, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
That's how.
It's like you ever watching Invincible?
Yes.
It's like one of the moments where they pull up the Invincible time card. They go, oh shit, that's.
I love that. I think it's so cool that they incorporate that in every single episode, and it's like throughout the entire it's cool.
But that's pretty much the feeling you get because no bullshit. That's what I got. I was like, oh shit, and it was like my moment. Yeah, that was my moment. I was like, oh shit, that's it.
You mentioned you're a huge anime fan, so what are some of your favorites?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Huh?
Yu Yu Hakusho. You ever watched? Oh God.
No, wait, one more time.
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Oh no, I haven't watched that. Right, yo, I've never heard of that either, bro. Like, what?
Guy got the office cam like close up on his face. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious right now? Are you serious?
Never heard of that either.
Oh my God. No, you're fucking with me.
No, okay, wait, but you have
Yu Yu Hakusho with Yusuke?
Oh. Wait. Let me give you a little background about myself.
Yeah, give me some.
I grew up in Haiti until 2011.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Wait, how old are you, brother?
I am 26.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah,
so there's a lot that I did not get to experience as a child, which is probably something you watched during your teens
like
and
Inuyasha and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I might have seen them around, but I've never actually taken my time to watch.
All right. Listen, as a fighter, fighter to fighter, I'm telling you right now, watch this anime.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Yu
Yu Hakusho. I'll send it to you.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I'm not gonna forget this shit. I'm not gonna forget this shit. Trust and believe you. I'm not. You too. I'm not gonna forget this shit. No, Yu Yu Hakusho is one anime you have to watch because no bullshit. This show has created a lot of narrative that a lot of narratives that animes take, like, no bullshit, tournament arcs. This has the best tournament arc out of all anime. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't like it, come to my gym and fight me. Right? Yu Yu Hakusho, like the dark tournament is literally one of the best tournament arcs ever. I think if you had to pick another tournament arc to go, if you got a top 3 tournament arcs, it would be the dark tournament, probably Tournament of Power second, and then the third would probably be Hunter x Hunter.
All right. Okay. Great.
You know what I mean? Like, that's top 3. That's top 3.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what? I'm glad you're giving Hunter x Hunter some credit, bro.
No,
you're like one of the like
Hunter x Hunter is fire.
Those who know knows.
Yeah. And listen, I'm a Bleach fan.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Bleach fan.
I grew up
you know
watching Bleach as well.
But like I put Yu Yu Hakusho over it. Hands down.
Say that.
So
put it on the list.
Yeah. No, y'all definitely gotta watch that. And I'm telling you right now, and again, it's an older anime, but the shit is fire. It's all hands, bro. And it's like, you know, obviously it has like the anime humor, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, but it's straight fire, straight heat.
Now you've established your name, and you're about, I think, 20 fights in your career
so
now.
Right now I'm like 24, 25 right now.
And you've been fighting since you were essentially 15.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. What are some of the main lessons that you learned from the beginning of your career to being 20 fights in? So like you are an established, I would say like veteran right now, right? I would think when you're 20 fights in, you've had a lot of ring experience. So yeah, what are some of the lessons that you've learned? Some of the things that you've had gone through? Some of the things that you've seen often in fights, whether it's mentally, physically, or yeah.
So I can tell you straight up now, like one of my things going forward in the gym was sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like a lot of people hear sparring and go, "Oh, fuck, it has to be hard sparring." No, there's technical sparring. Obviously, you have your hard sparring days, but hard sparring days doesn't have to be every day. Like if you come to the gym, if you see you come to my gym multiple times and we see each other, get happy, and it's not like, all right, we're about to just beat the dog shit out of each other.
No,
you know
it's so fun. Like,
hey, we have our days. You know what I'm saying? You could be hit me up one day like, yo, bro, I got a fight coming up. Can you come to the gym and spar? And
we get
that'll
serious.
be our hard darts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like, you know what I'm saying? I could come another day and it's like, let's fuck around. IQ fight. Like essentially, like you should be able to spar so fluent and then so light to the point where you could legit not have a mouthpiece in. You know what I mean? Like that's just how sparring should be. But growing up, I sparred a lot, and again, like I had adults that I sparred with, so there was always like that barrier you get where it's like, all right, like this is my teammate, so I can't really go too crazy, or like my teammate's on the ropes and like I got him, I gotta ease off. You shouldn't do that, and not so much as all right, I gotta hurt my teammate, but you want to pretty much get those bad habits out of the way.
I am struggling so much with that. So where I feel like a lot of times I am so scared of hurting my teammates where I don't fully put the actual technical effort through the shot because I feel like it's gonna land really hard and I don't want to do that. So I tend to end up throwing like half-ass, which my technique goes out the window, which again, it's like I feel like it's just a drilling and time, you know, something I'll learn over time, but I hate that habit, man.
So think of it this way, two aspects of that. Your teammate has the same thing happen to him in comp. So now you pulling that punch, and again, you don't have to throw a punch to bury your teammate, but you definitely want to get that scare factor out of the way. Like, all right, if I punch him a good amount, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he'll be hip to having his hands up or getting his head off line or getting the fuck out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Or getting off the ropes. You know what I mean? Like, so you essentially, and again, like robbed him of that lesson right there. But also in the same token, you are cutting yourself in half as well. Yeah. Because now you just pulled that punch. Now imagine you get that kill shot in your fight and you're about to bury this guy and you go, fuck, I don't, for some fucking reason you pull that punch. Yeah. Because I've seen that happen as well. Because it's happened with me. You know what I mean? Like, and again, like I don't want to make it seem like I'm in the gym just burying my sparring partners and shit like that.
Definitely not. I've been there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I am a fucking teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? Unless you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, no bullshit. Like, you don't want to rob anybody of a lesson that you don't want them to learn in comp. Last thing I want to see is any of my dogs get fucked up. So you know what I do? I fuck you up in the gym. You know what I mean? Like, and again, like going even for no bullshit. Everybody's aggression is different in the gym. But one thing, even for you, when we spar, like I don't baby you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the worst case scenario, if you drop your head a certain way, like I'll show you the head kicks there, but I'm not gonna full on. You know what I'm saying? Like full on blast you. That's a little different. You know what I mean? Like, but if I get you on the ropes, you got to work your way out of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get you to the point where you shell up, you have to work your way out of it. You know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna let you do that shit in the fight. They're trying to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so who am I to baby? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, and that's one thing I could tell anybody going forward. Like, listen, like, take this shit very serious. You know what I mean? Like, and I had to fucking yell at my kids class yesterday because I'm like, yo, like, I have two. You seen the boxing event that we're all promoting?
Get thrown, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we got two so far. We had two kids that are fighting in my class that I was teaching yesterday, and because the two kids are fighting, you would think like the whole class is like, fuck, like I want to fight too eventually. You know, I should fucking really go after it. Like, and these fucking kids are like bullshitting while I'm fucking putting it down. I'm like, the fuck is this? I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time. So I grabbed the two kids out of fight and I put everybody on the bags. At the end of class, I was like, listen, like, if you don't really want to be here, that's one thing. Punch the bag, talk to your mom, your dad. Maybe you don't want to be here, you can find something else to do. But if you want to be here and you want to fight eventually, you have to take this shit very serious. You know what I mean? So that in that same sentence goes into like training. Because even me growing up, I had my moments where I was bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? And I learned to not bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because either I got my ass whooped in training or I had a bad fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that was a whole nother token. Make sure you train hard, take this shit very serious. You know what I mean? Like you don't ever want to get in a fight where you're like, and my coach always says to me to this day, my coach never tells me I look good throughout a camp. Never. It's always after. Always after. No bullshit. Yo, brother, you look good after the fight. Brother, you look so good during the camp, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but during the camp, I'm dying 24/7. There's no days where I go into my gym where I'm like, yeah, I'm about to run through this shit. No. Absolutely not. There is no days. There's always days where I'm sitting at the edge of the bed like, damn, do I really want to do this shit?
Yeah. Like, okay. One of the things that I'm starting to learn, that the thing that I love about this the most is just fight week, because it's the only time I'm not tired. I feel fantastic.
Yep. I was literally just talking to
it's crazy because like the fight day is the easiest part. People have no idea how excited I am that I made it through camp.
Right. Camp is
like
done.
The work is done. I am free. Bro, freedom.
Bro, I kid you not. I was just having this conversation with one of my young bulls that's fighting in a couple weeks, bro. It was Liam. He looked at me yesterday. He said, yo, coach, I'm tired. he said my body's not working, yo. I said, listen. Of course, I had to laugh in his face a little bit because I thought she was funny as hell, because I seen myself, because I was saying the same shit to my coach, and I'm like, damn, like this is funny. Like shit went like full circle moment and shit. But I'm like, yo, listen, like I'm telling you right now, you feel like shit, and you're gonna continue to feel like shit. But fight week,
yo, you're like superhero.
Right? No, you are literally gonna be borderline superhuman.
Yeah, it is. Lie, it is the best you ever feel.
No, literally.
One thing I've started to notice as well, like and I've had, this is going to be my fourth fight within about like 6 to 7 months.
Which you are fucking killing it, by the way. Fuck me being on this podcast. you are putting shit down, brother.
I'm trying to be. I am learning.
I am a fan, bro.
I am learning, and again, this is all because I've been so inspired by you guys, and seeing you and talking to you guys made me believe that I could actually like do this. So
100%.
trust. But again, like it's my body tends to do something very weird, like close to fight week, where it's like whatever injuries that I have or whatever, it could be nagging me, anything. But as soon as like fight week comes, like everything in my body is like, yo, we've been preparing for this. We are locked and loaded.
100%.
We are good. Let's get it. And it's like,
I don't know what the fucking science is behind it.
I don't know.
That happens to me too. I kid you not. I tell people all the time, listen, I am never 100% for any of my fights. Like the last 3 fights, I've had a foot injury. My left foot. The last 3 fights, it's the same foot. It's the same foot injury. I can't tell you. I can't tell you the last time I've ever been 100% for a fight. Like literally, like it just that happened. But the week of the fight, that shit just. What injury? I'm good to go.
And on fight days, it's like
right.
so much adrenaline is running. Your body, like you feel your cells doing. Just I don't know, like a celebration dance, and you know, I realize how some people that can overtake them mentally and physically, but if you learn to harness that and you really truly feel it, man, it's such an addictive, like out of body experience. Oh my gosh,
100%.
And you've been doing this for quite a long time, you know, and I've been competing for a long while. I grew up playing soccer, and up until last year, it was when I stopped playing soccer and actually started training martial arts like full time. But like in soccer, I got to that level where I was able to just remove myself from the act and that
turn that switch, hit that switch.
Yeah, that switch, the flow state, whatever it's called, and I'm starting to figure out how to find that in this game, and it's so addictive when like my first fight. I remember Chusha. Shout out to Chusha. I love her. She's the best.
That's my homie right
I remember like she came and asked me after. She was like, Cam, like you did everything we told you. Like, did you remember hearing us? And I was like, dude, I didn't even remember. I didn't even hear a single word you were saying. I went back and I watched it, and it was crazy because as they were calling the things, I was doing them.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. It was just like I saw an opening. I did it. Like my body was just doing stuff, and I love that feeling so much. I'm chasing that. So like, how is that for you? And like, talk about that, because I feel like
yo, man, I love this question because like people like I've had people like in the rooms with me like because Fighting on Freedom, shout out Freedom Promotions, Fighting on Freedom, I get my own room as a pro. So like it's cool as shit. So like as a pro, like I get my own rooms and I have like, you know, certain people going there and shit like that. And it's funny because like people always ask me like, yo, Aaron, like what is your shift? Like how do you do your shit? Like, you know, like what is your ritual? Like, you know, bullshit. Like I'm at the venue. No bullshit. All right, the last couple fights, the venue, we got as fighters we gotta get there at 3. I won't probably even touch the canvas till like 9 or 10, depending on how the night's going. You know what I'm saying? Like
especially your like main event, top last
main
3,
event, right? I'm either main event or I'm the second to last. So it's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go in the back and take a fucking nap. No, people think I'm bullshitting. I legit go in the back. I'll fold up my sweater and I'll literally take a nap. And depending on who's on the card, I'll go watch the fights and shit like that. But no bullshit. It's not up until maybe 8 or 7 fights before me, I'll get my hands wrapped. I'll put my music on. I have a specific playlist that I listen to, and that's when I start to focus. And it's not really so much of a how can I put it? Like I have to be a like violent focus. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of go to like my quiet space where I can literally just go into my own zone. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own focus. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody does. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, again, I just have a playlist unlocked there. I have my breathing techniques, my stretching. I have my own my personal ritual that puts me into that. No bullshit. One thing that actually does it is Thai oil.
Yo, I got rubbed down with Thai on my last one. I felt,
you know, but you know, no, and it's not even the massage that does it. It's the fucking smell. Like the smell, you, like the smell puts me in a fight setting. Like no bullshit in my gym. Yeah, people use Thai oil, but it's not like you're in a fucking room and it's like literally just Thai fucking fumes. You know what I'm saying? Like literally like.
But a fight day it is.
I'm like, oh shit, we're about to fight. Yeah, this is a fight. Okay, and that fucking switch clicks on. I put all my shit on. I no. What really does it is the pad work. The pad work right before I'm about to get in. Literally, I already know.
How long do you like to warm up?
So I'll do
like pad work and stuff.
So I typically won't do pad work till maybe like 2 fights before. So the fight before the how can I put that? The second fight. It's gonna sound stupid. I don't know how to say it properly, but it's
always 3 fights in rotation.
Right. So
you're either the one next or the one before that. Yes.
So the fight before
you're the third fight.
Yeah, the third fight. So the first fight going up to it, I start to warm up. That's when I start to tap into my second win. That's when I hit pads really hard. Hit really hard, get that second win going, get my breath going, heart rate going, blood circulating. Then I rest. So I'll probably do like 2-3 rounds. Then I rest. Then what happens, because it's all championship fights. So it's always 5 rounders. So I'll do like 2-3 rounds, hard rounds where I can get my blood rate going, hard again, second win. Then I know you're probably asking like too, like second win on 3 rounds is literally hard rounds, like literally like pushing, like 100%.
That's interesting.
Right.
That's,
I'm not even.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily plan on fighting this
like
hard,
that, but
you know what I'm saying. But I want to
get the body ready.
Out. You get the nerves out. You get the blood going. Get the air going. You get your breaths going. You get your body moving and shit like that. You just want to get that second going. Then the fight right before. That's when we do technical. What are we gonna do? So let's stay warm, stay active, keep bouncing, keep moving. And again, it's all 5 rounds. So depending on like what happens in that fight, depending on the fight, the fight right before it starts, start off doing the technical rounds. Depending on how the fight goes, maybe by the fourth round, that's when we chill. We just chill and wait for our time to go up. And by that time, I'm already locked in. I'm ready to fight. I ain't even talking to you. I'm ready to go. And again, like one thing I will test too, like if you know you're about to fight, because again, like I know I'm very familiar with your gym. Me and Charlie go way back. Me and Charlie actually went to the same karate school. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
So me and Charlie go way back. So again, I know the vibes that Charlie has fight day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know like they're not always like super serious. And again, I know you as a person too. I've never been to any of your fights yet, and I've never been in your corner yet. So you know what I'm saying? I'm very intrigued to see how you are too, you know what I'm saying, with this same conversation as well, because I'm very intrigued. Because going again, I know Charlie, I know his gym, so I'm very intrigued to see, like, you know what I'm saying, what it is. Because even now, like, we bullshit and we have fun and shit like that. And again, like, even prior to me flipping my switch, I'm a fucking goofball at the fights,
bro. Okay,
I legit like people look at me like, yo, bro, aren't you know you're about to fight tonight, right? Like, like this is another day in the office for me, brother. I don't. I
had this conversation with him on the way here, right? And I was just like, dude, fight day, I feel so free, where it's like I don't get any nerves. And quite the opposite. So far in none of my fights, I don't really like warming. I'll warm up for maybe like a minute.
Really?
I swear to God.
You don't warm up?
Okay, so like you said, you have like your regular stuff that gets you in your mode.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, as long as I wake up that day and I do my normal like body flow like thing. So I'm used to playing soccer, so there's a specific soccer routine warm up.
Right.
I've been doing that stupid warm up since I was 11 years old.
Yeah. So you still do it for?
Yeah, exactly, because it gets me primed for everything. Like soccer takes everything in your body. You know what I mean?
I want to say soccer again. Like soccer is very underrated. Soccer is probably one of the most cardio-inducing sports ever.
And I was a crackhead. Like
you look like a soccer player. I don't know what the fuck that means. You look like a soccer player. Like you give me soccer vibes. Like no bullshit.
And but yeah, so I do my my little soccer thing in the morning, morning of fight day, and yeah, my body's good.
That's what's up.
I'm ready, and I don't like to do too much pad work because I don't like to think. Which is weird for me.
Valid.
And so far, again, like I'm really good about figuring out what works for me and how my body works, right? Like I don't like to do a lot of pad work because I don't want to overthink. And one thing I hate is like I know you've also seen this when people were planning their fights. They're like, I'm gonna do this combo. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. You can't do that, and it could not work. You know what I mean?
Listen,
So
I'm not gonna front. I don't do that shit either. Like, we'll give a game plan, and the game plan is to just do a certain movement or stop a certain movement. It's never like, yo, you
have
throw
a
this combo.
theory, right? You have a theory of how you want it to go, but like everything else is audible. Like, and you trained, you spar people. You're not like. A kick is a kick, a punch is a punch, a block is a block.
Right.
There's only so much that you could try to say I'm gonna do, but
100%.
Besides that, you're within the frame. 100%. So like for me, that's like kind of like my mindset, where it's like I come into my fight just with freedom. I just worry about freedom of movement. And I don't know if that is just a part of me figuring out my style of like what type of fighter I want to be. Because again, all of us has our different styles based
100%.
on our attributes and weirdly our personalities as well.
100%.
So yeah, for me it's just as long as I'm free. And on fight day, I like being in the crowd with my friends and watching the fights until like coach just called me when it's like 2 or 3 fights up. I just chill with them the entire time.
Bro, I kid you not, bro.
I ask.
The biggest thing is it's just like so comfortable.
Yeah. No, that's not the shocking part. The shocking part is to hear this motherfucker in the crowd 2-3 fights away from his fight. He's like, all right, well, I'll see you guys in a minute.
Yes.
I swear to God, on everything
That is fucking hilarious.
He'll have a whole conversation with us upstairs, watching us in the fight, and he's like, all right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta lock in.
That is fucking hilarious. That is hilarious. I love that shit.
I go in the back and then I'm like, all right, Charlie, do a little 1 punch, 1, 2, kick.
Bro,
I'm good.
Bro, I'm telling you,
I'm ready to rock.
First off, hold on. First off, the one time I didn't warm up, or I warmed up for maybe like, what the fuck was it, like 30 seconds? I almost killed that guy. Remember the fucking check hook knockout?
Oh,
I literally warmed up for 30 seconds. Mind you, he watched me warm up. And that, I'm no bullshit, that was a result of me not being able to warm up because everything was a shit show. So I can imagine not being able to warm up. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. I don't
love that shit for you.
I don't like
but that means you just cool. Like. So how do you feel in the ring though?
In the ring, I feel free, bro. I feel so free. I
don't think you realize how much of a feat that is, bro.
There's
motherfuckers that don't warm up or don't do shit, and they'll lose drastically.
You know, and I agree, but for me, again, I trust in the preparation. Like I've prepared for how many weeks of rounds, and this is what I prepare for. And
that is fucking
again,
great,
I'm with my friends, my loved ones who are there to support me, whether I win or lose. Like I get to perform for my friends, and man, and
that's cool.
I'm looking for, and I joined the sport again to experience what it's like being a fighter.
100%.
And like I said in the beginning, it feels weird because I'm going through the experience, but I was like, I'm watching from a third person. I'm not really going through it. So yeah, man, that's my experience so far. And I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to pick your mind today. And I know we got to cut it short. I would love to keep talking. I'm definitely going to have you back on, bro. We'll definitely continue this conversation. But before we go, like, what are some things that, you'd like to ask or say to anybody out there? And yeah.
Man, listen, I definitely want to thank you because this was a cool ass experience. I've never I've had people ask me questions like that, but this was a deep dive that I got to partake in that I really appreciate. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate you for even doing this because this podcast is cool as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
Being able to know somebody that's down the street that looks up to me. Shit, I look up to you too, bro. And again, like with the shit you've been doing for the last 6 months, bro, is I want you to know is fucking top notch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing your fucking thing, and I want you to keep doing it. Again, like keep pushing because the same way you said you watched me, I'm watching you, but there's fucking many other people that are watching you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a never ending trickle of, you know what I'm saying, like inspiring other people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like to do other shit. So the same way, you know what I'm saying, I inspired the people going forward, you're inspiring a lot of people as well. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting, especially with this too. You know what I'm saying? Because even like you got people that don't want to fight, people will gravitate to this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to hear your experience and hear your stories and stuff like that, man. You doing your thing. And again, whenever you need me back,
brother, we'll lock in soon again, brother. All right, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. This was awesome. This was great, man.